Good evening to you all. This is Valerie Peister, Program Director of Redlands Bowl Performing Arts, welcoming you to a Friday night watch party with Scottish band Skerryvore. We would like to thank KVCR Public Television for making this rebroadcast of their 2019 concert possible. Skerryvore was definitely a season highlight for me. I'll never forget the moment the rush of awe came over the audience at the first hum of Skerryvore's bagpipes. Skerryvore had several awesome years leading up to their debut at the Redlands Bowl. They had a #1 placement on the iTunes World Music Chart with their single Live Forever, which also launched a Scottish tourism campaign, and they also launched their own 6,000 capacity Celtic music festival, Oban Live. I was able to catch up with Martin Gillespie of Skerryvore earlier this week to talk about what they've been up to since their concert at the Redlands Bowl. Hi Daniel, how are you?
I'm good, Valerie, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Greetings on behalf of the Redlands Bowl. You know, I'm wanting to talk a little bit about what you've been up to since joining us at the Redlands Bowl last summer, but first I have to ask the question that everyone asks us, why the name Skerryvore?
The name Skerryvore is actually the name of a lighthouse in Scotland, a very famous lighthouse that is located approximately 10 miles off the island of Tiree. This was the island that myself and my brother were raised and where the band formed. So the island of Tiree is the most westerly of the Inner Hebrides Isles of Scotland. So it's pretty much the furthest west, and the next stop's America, which is a long way away, obviously.
Well, we loved having you at the Redlands Bowl last summer. Do you have any good memories of your time with us at the Redlands Bowl?
It's a show we'll never forget, and I think the one overriding memory for us will be the image of when we were doing at the end of the line and everyone had the lights in their phones up.
Yeah.
I think we'll always remember that. It was a stunning venue, and it was just a magical night. We'll never forget it.
Well, in this very challenging time for all of us worldwide, you've just released a new single, Everyday Heroes. Can you tell all of us just a little bit about that and what the inspiration was for it?
My brother Martin had this idea of, he said it would be great to have some sort of tribute track or piece of music for our National Health Service or NHS in Scotland. You have many people working on the front line, risking their lives. So we wanted to do this tribute track. We haven't seen each other since we had to cancel the US tour, so the whole track was written in isolation, recorded in isolation. We had this idea of just getting footage of everyone playing. We asked folk to take footage of themselves playing the track, and that all got edited together, and we couldn't quite believe the reaction to it. You know, it seemed to go global, and in the UK it was the highest new entry in the iTunes chart, and then it ended up official charts #1 in Scotland, our own country. The first ever time we've had a #1 song. Having something like that to focus on and keep us positive was great, and the fact that it raised funds for the NHS, the health service as well, is great.
Wonderful. It was so inspirational, and I hope everyone's had a chance to see it. Great. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for getting to spend this few minutes with you.
Thank you so much. We can't see you. Wait to see you again. Thank you.
And now, before we begin our Skerryvore broadcast, I just want to encourage you, as you consider giving in weeks and months ahead, to remember the Redlands Bowl. We need you more than ever right now. And now we present Skerryvore.